What's up guys, it's Colin, welcome back to another video on the Brickaniac channel, and today I have a new custom set for you guys. This one is based off of the All Valley tournament from Season 4 of Cobra Kai. Oh yeah, and spoilers for anyone who hasn't finished Season 4 yet, but anyways, let's just get started. Starting off with Eagle Fang Karate, we have Miguel Diaz. He uses the sleepyhead hairpiece in dark brown. He has a serious, more focused expression and a smiling, happier expression on the other side of his face. He has the Eagle Fang Karate red gi and, of course, a black belt. Next up is his sensei and probably my favorite character on the show, Johnny Lawerence. He has a blonde hairpiece, a grinning expression on one of his faces, and on the other side is a yelling expression, probably him yelling, "Quiet!" Anyways, he's also wearing a red gi. So what you'll notice is that this set is actually made up of a bunch of smaller builds, the first of which are these bleachers. The bleachers are pretty simple builds, just some 1x8 tiles that are stacked on some plates and bricks. They can also clip onto these builds for the banners, which just have the All Valley logo on them, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. I really think it adds to the feel of the All Valley tournament, because if you've seen the show, then you know there's a ton of these banners just all around the arena. Also, you can have Miguel laying down on one of the bleachers after he blew his back out during one of the fights. Anyways, let's move on to part 2. So next up is the Miyagi-dos, the first of which is Hawk. He has the shaved haircut that he uses for most of the season. He has a determined, smiling expression and a white gi with a black belt. And, of course, I know he didn't have it in the scene, but I had to include that purple mohawk. The other Miyagi-do is Sam. She has a brown hairpiece, a worried facial expression, or sad because she lost the tournament. She also has a white gi and black belt like Hawk, and if you flip her face around, her other facial expression is an extremely angry one. The first build for part 2 is the mat that all the contestants fight on. In the middle is a 6x6 tile that has the All Valley Tournament logo in yellow. In the front are a couple of stairs to get up to the top, and all around the sides are some iron ingot pieces in black that add some pretty nice detailing to this model, and I think it overall looks pretty good and accurate. And the other build for part 2 is the trophy table, which has 2 sets of trophies for the boys and girls divisions, and I really love how the first place trophy especially came out. I think it's really accurate to the show, and it looks like an actual trophy. Finally, here's what the mat looks like if you have a couple characters fighting on it. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. Finally, we have the Cobra Kais, the first of which is Robby Keene. He has a brown wavy hairpiece, an angry expression, or just a fighting face. He has the Cobra Kai logo on his chest, as well as the black gi that all the Cobra Kais have, and a black belt like everyone else. And finally, his other facial expression is a worried one, because he pretty much beat the crap out of Kenny, the kid that he trained. The next character is Tory, the winner of the All Valley Tournament Girls Division. She has the same black gi as Robby, just a little bit different on the printing. She has a black belt, as well as a smiling and a crazy angry expression, and a wavy brown hairpiece. The last character in this set is Kreese. He uses the receding hairline hairpiece in grayish brown. He has a serious expression. He has the signature Cobra Kai black gi. However, just like in the show, his patch is on his right arm instead of his chest. The last build is the scoreboard, and it's definitely my favorite in the set just because of how customizable it is. There's a ton of 1x4 tiles that have the names of the contestants on them, as well as 2x2 circular tiles that have the logos of the dojos that they are in, and it's really cool because you can just interchange which people would make it onto the finals and which one would be the champion. It's just really cool like that. So you could have it accurate to the show where Tory and Larusso face off, or you could choose someone else, and I think that's really neat. By the way, Powers and Krupa are actually the other 2 people that they faced off against. They just weren't really that important to the show because they're not in one of the 3 main dojos. Also, you can have Eli or Hawk with his trophy on the mat in front of the scoreboard that has him as the winner, and I think it just ended up looking really cool. So finally, here's the set all together, and man, I just love how it looks. It just looks amazing, and when you add the figures to it, it just adds so much life, and this is definitely one of my favorite sets I've ever made. All the builds on their own are cool enough, but when they're all together, it would make such a cool display piece, and I really hope that if LEGO does Cobra Kai sets in the future, they would do something like this. Anyways, here's the box art, and I actually think that this is also one of the best ones that I've ever made. I just think it looks really good, and especially the info on the left, I just think that it looks really accurate to how a real LEGO box would look. Now, if you're a pretty big fan of the show like I am, then you're probably wondering where the other sensei is. Don't worry, I did not forget about Daniel. He's just going to be included in next week's set. So if you have any ideas about what that might be, leave them down below in the comments, and if you're right, then I'll give your comment a heart. And if you're not right, then I'll also give that guess a heart. I'm not going to tell anyone. It's going to be a surprise next week. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. And if you did like this video, then make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I will be doing more Cobra Kai in the future, like I said. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Have a great day and go build something awesome.